Hello and welcome to today's math lesson. So first of all, guys, can we all turn to wave and say a big hello to our friends on camera? Hello. And we'll begin by doing our meditation sequence. So I will sit down, take 2 fingers, find our heart center, left hand on our laps, and close our eyes. When you're ready, guys, you can open your eyes and come back to the room. And next we'll do our stretch sequence. So let's stand up and push in our chairs. And we can begin by stretching up high to the sky. High as we can. And then let's go down low and touch our toes. Then back up high one more time. And this time, can we go tippy toe high? And while we're there, let's have a wave. And then back down to our toes once more. And then stand up straight, guys, and let's have a shake out. Arms and legs, shake it out. Shake it out. Now we'll do some rotations. We'll go left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Excellent, guys. And now we'll do some stretches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we'll do 5 stretches to our left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent, guys. And now to finish, we will do 5 claps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent, guys. So in our previous math lesson, we were doing more calculations with fractions. But does anybody remember the special words we give to these? Operations. Yes, we were continuing to do operations with fractions. So let's write that phrase on the board. O-P-E-R-A. T-I-O-N-S. Operations. And when it comes to mathematics, operations basically means the same as a problem or a sum. It's when we have to do a calculation. And we did them with fractions. F R A C T I O N S. So all together, guys, operations with fractions. Yes, and we learned how to do them using two different mathematical symbols. We did them with addition. A-D-D-I-T-I-O-N. And we also did them with subtraction. Well done, guys. T-R-A-C-T-I-O-N. Addition and subtraction. So as a recap to the previous lesson, what I'll do now is I will do an operation with fractions on the board involving addition and subtraction. And then I'll invite a student to come forward and demonstrate how to correctly answer the operation. So let's say the first fraction we will have will be what do we see, guys? 3 over 8. Okay, so we're starting with 3 over 8. But then, let's add 7 over 8. Okay, so we're going to start with 3 over 8, then we're going to add 7 over 8, and then we will minus 5 over 8. So now we've got our operation with fractions involving addition and subtraction. 3 over 8 plus 7 over 8 minus 5 over 8. And now what I'll do, I'll invite a student to come forward and demonstrate how to correctly answer this problem. And now the pen is with Pak Bung. So Pak Bung, come and join me at the front of class. Remember, when we're doing our calculations with fractions, it's always best first to draw our diagram, the picture of the circle, so that we can correctly work out the answers. So our first circle needs how many parts? 8. So we can divide our circle into 8 parts. 2, 4, 6, 8. And then how many parts do we need coloured in, guys? 3. 1, 2, 3. Excellent, Pak Bung. But then we're going to add 7 over 8. So now we need another circle divided into 8. Okay, now this time, how many parts coloured? 7. Okay, so now we've got 3 over 8 and 7 over 8. So what we need to do is we need to add these two fractions together first. 3 plus 7 equals 9. So what do we need, guys? If we have a numerator larger than a denominator, 3 plus 7 equals 10. Okay? Not 9, 10. But it's still more than 8. So what do we need, guys? One more circle. So 2 circles we'll need in total. And the first circle divides into 8. Okay, and then we can colour all of this circle in blue because it's whole. We know this circle is a whole fraction. Okay, so 3 plus 7 equals 10. How many parts to our circle do we have here? 8. So 10 minus 8 equals 2. So divide this circle into 8 and colour it in 2 times, Pak Bung. Excellent. So now we've got 3 over 8 plus 7 over 8 equals 1 and 2 over 8. Okay? But next, what do we need to do? Subtract 5 over 8. So what we can do first is let's remove 1, 2, and now if we've removed 2 already, how many do we need to remove of the first circle? 3. 1, 2, 3. So now we can remove this circle because it's empty. And now we have our answer. How many parts of our circle now are completed with blue? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now we have our answer. We can write 5 over 8. So altogether, guys, 3 over 8 plus 7 over 8 minus 5 over 8 equals 5 over 8. And this is how we do operations with fractions involving addition and subtraction. Pak Boom, that was excellent. High five and a big round of applause for Pak Boom, please, guys. And what we're going to do in today's lesson, we're staying with fractions, but we're going to move on to the next stage of fractions. We're going to be learning how to read, understand, and correctly answer word problems with fractions. So what it means, like all word problems, is that we need to read the word problem carefully, identify the numbers or fractions for calculation, and then answer the problem. So what we've got now is a PowerPoint presentation for our students to observe, listen to, and also practice speaking and answering. So for this part of the lesson, if our students have a piece of paper and a pencil, they can answer the problems as we do them on the PowerPoint. So get your pencils and papers ready, guys, and then turn to look at the TV screen. So let's take a look at our PowerPoint presentation, solving word problems with fractions. Okay, guys, so pencils and papers at the ready. What we'll do first, we'll read the first word problem, and then we'll decide what fractions need completing. Somchai travels 3 over 10 or 3/10 kilometers from his house to school. He then travels 1 5/10 of a kilometer from school to the bookshop. How far does he travel in total? Okay, so what we need to do is we need to look at the fractions we need to calculate, guys. So what's our first fraction? 3 over 10. And then the next calculation, we have one whole number, 1, and 5 over 10. So our calculation is 3 over 10 plus 5 over 10. Like this. So there are two fractions for calculation. 3 over 10 plus 1, which is the whole number, and then 5 over 10. So any ideas? 3 over 10 and 5 over 10. Perfect. You see? We don't have to do anything with the whole number. That's not a fraction. That stays the same. But 3 over 10 plus 5 over 10 equals 8 over 10. So when we put the two fractions together, the fractions look like this. If it helps you to do the diagram first, we have 3 over 10 plus 1, our whole number, and 5 over 10. And the answer is, you see, so we can answer the word problem thus. Somchai travels 1 and 8 over 10 or 8/10 kilometers in total. And that's how we answer a word problem with fractions. All we do, just read carefully, find the fractions we need to calculate, put them together, and we'll get our answer. Well done, guys. So what we'll do one more together. There are 4. Now look carefully, 4 is our whole number, not the fraction. Notice the difference between whole numbers and fractions. You can tell a fraction because it has the line dividing the numerator and denominator. So there are 4 and 6 over 10 kilograms of butter. My sister uses 1 and 8 over 10 kilograms of the butter to bake a cake. How much butter is left now? Okay, so we've read the word problem. What's our first number? We've got 4 and 6 over 10 kilograms of butter. But my sister uses 1 and 8 over 10 kilograms of the butter to bake a cake. So what we need to do, so our word problem calculation this time is 4 and 6 over 10 minus 1 and 8 over 10. Okay, guys, so this time we have 2 whole numbers. Let's do the whole number calculation first. 4 minus 1 equals 3, okay? So we've got 3 whole numbers, 4 minus 1. But then 6 over 10 minus 8 over 10. What do you notice? We have to take more 8 away from 6. So if we have 3 and 6 over 10, what do we need to do with the 3? Borrow. Correct. So then we will have 2 whole numbers, 8 over 10. Because, you see, there are 10 in the whole. If we have 6 and we remove 8, 6 minus 8 means we have to borrow 2 from the next whole number, which gives us 8 over 10. The calculation looks like this. 4 whole numbers and 6 over 10 minus 1 whole number and 8 over 10. So you see, 4 minus 1 equals 3. Okay, so we've got 3 and 6 over 10. But we have to take away 8. So once the 6 is removed, we still have to take another 2, which means we have to borrow from the whole number. So 3 becomes 2. And after we remove the 2 pieces, we're left with 8 over 10. So the answer, guys, 2 whole and 8 over 10. So we can answer the word problem like this. There is 2 and 8/10 kilograms of butter left. And that's how we do word problems with subtraction with fractions. Any questions, guys? That was excellent. Very well done. Welcome back to class. We hope your students enjoyed the PowerPoint presentation about word problems with fractions. So how we need to read each word problem correctly, identify the fractions for calculation, is it addition or subtraction, and then do the calculations. And remember, if the fractions also involve whole numbers, do the whole number calculation first, and then move on to the fractions calculation. And we'll be practicing some more soon. But first of all, time for our stretch sequence, guys. So let's stand up and push in our chairs. And let's begin with some rotations. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Excellent, guys. Now we'll do stretches, 5 to our right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we'll do 5 stretches to our left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Brilliant, guys. Now let's have a shake. Shake it out. Arms and legs. Now we'll take our right hand and we'll find our left foot. I'll take our left hand, right foot. Right hand, left foot. Left hand, right foot. Right hand, left foot. Left hand, right foot. And to finish, guys, we can do 5 star jumps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent, guys. Have a seat. So now we're going to do a board demonstration of our students to come forward and work out how to correctly read, understand, and answer some word problems involving fractions. So let's write the title on the board first, guys. We've got word, W-O-R-D. Problems, P-R-O-B-L-E-M-S. Word problems with fractions. F-R-A-C-T-I-O-N-S. Okay, so what we need, first of all, before we can answer, is we need a word problem. So let me think of a word problem involving fractions. We can have, let's say, John and friends have 1, 1's our whole number, and 6/8 of pizza. Okay, John and friends have 1 and 6/8 of pizza. That means they have 1 full pizza and then another pizza with 6 out of 8 slices left. But then they eat 7/8 of pizza watching a movie. Okay, so our question, how much pizza is left? So let's read the word problem together, guys. John and friends have 1 and 6/8 of pizza. They eat 7/8 of pizza. Watching a movie. How much pizza is left? Okay, so now we've correctly read our word problem. What I'm going to do now is invite a student to come forward and demonstrate how we can answer it. And the student will be Pangpon. So Pangpon, come and join me at the front of class. So what we need to do first of all is identify what we need to calculate. So we start with how much pizza, guys? 1 and 6/8. So Pangpon, the first circle we can do here has 8 parts. 2, 4, 6, 8. Excellent. And how many parts of our pizza? 1. All of it needs colouring in blue. So 8 parts, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Excellent, Pangpon. You see, our first pizza is whole, not a fraction, it's complete. But then our second pizza, how many parts? 8 again. So in second circle, divided into 8. Perfect, well done, Pangpon. And this time, how many parts of our pizza are coloured in? How many slices left? 6. So this time, our second pizza, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Excellent, Pangpon. So now we have a diagram to show how much pizza John and friends have to begin with. 1 and 6/8. But then, when they're watching the movie, how much pizza do they eat? 7/8. Okay, so what we can do, we have to remove 7 slices. So they eat 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, this pizza is finished. No more slices left. So we can remove. Now, how many slices of pizza remain? 7/8. So you see, we can write our answer now, Pangpon, 7/8. Excellent. So we can say together, guys, there is 7/8 or 7/8 of pizza left. And that's how we correctly read, calculate, and answer a word problem involving fractions. Pangpon, that was brilliant. High five and a big round of applause for Pangpon, please, guys. Now let's do one more word problem together on the board before our students have to do them individually on their worksheets. But first of all, I need to clean the board. So let's see, what can we do this time? This time we'll do an addition word problem. So Nadia has, let's see, Nadia has 5/7 litres of orange juice. I was about to say orange juice, of orange juice. Okay, so all together, guys, Nadia has 5/7 or 5/7 litres of orange juice. Pat gives her another 4/7 or 4/7 of orange juice. So now for our question, how much orange juice does Nadia have? Does Nadia have now? Okay, so let's read our word problem together. Nadia has 5/7 of a litre of orange juice. Pat gives her another 4/7 of orange juice. How much orange juice does Nadia have now? So let's find out. And what we'll do, we'll have another student come forward and demonstrate how to answer this word problem. And that student is Prau. So Prau, come and join me at the front of class. So as with all word problems, the first thing to do, guys, let's find out what we need to calculate. So our first fraction, 5/7. So Prau, let's have a circle showing 5/7. We need 7 parts, 2, 4, 6, and then 1 more. Perfect. Now, how many parts of our circle do we need to complete? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent. So Nadia has 5/7 of a litre of orange juice. But then, Pat, being very kind, gives her another 4/7 or 4/7 of orange juice. But how many spaces do we have left? 2. So what does that mean we need? We need a second circle because we're going to go into a whole number. So once again, divide the circle into 7. Well done, Prau, that's excellent. Okay, so now we need to colour in 4 slices, or not 4 slices, 4 segments. So the final 2 of the first circle, 1, 2. And then the first 2 of the second circle makes 4. Okay, so now what do we have? We have 1 complete circle. What does that mean, guys? No fraction, it's a whole number. So we can write 1 here. And then the second circle is our fraction because it's not yet full. How many parts? We have 7 parts in total, and how many parts coloured? 2. Excellent, Prau. So you see, by working out the fractions, we have the answer. 1 and 2/7. Or 1 and 2/7. So we can answer the word problem by saying, Nadia now has 1 litre and 2/7 of orange juice. And that's how we answer word problems with fractions. Prau, that was excellent. High five and a big round of applause for Prau, please, guys. And now it's time for our worksheet part of the lesson. So teachers, make sure every student in your classroom gets their own worksheet. And what they need to do today is they need to carefully read each of the word problems. There are 3 in total. And what they have to do is identify the fractions and the whole numbers, if there are any, for calculation. And then remember to work out if it's addition or subtraction. And then work out their calculations in the spaces provided. And because there's 3 different word problems, we'll give students 15 minutes for each. That's 5 minutes per problem. But what's the first thing to do, guys? Write your names on top, yes. And teachers, just monitor the class and help students with anything they need. If you need to demonstrate on the board for them, you can do. So let go for you. You're welcome. Pro, here's yours.
Thank you, teacher.
You're welcome. Down for you. You're welcome. Chu for you. You're welcome. Nadia for you. You're welcome. Pat, here's yours. You're welcome. Bakbong for you. And Net for you. Okay, guys. So names on top first. And then have a read of your word problems. Read them carefully. And then identify the fractions for calculation. If you need any help, let me know. In fact, let's do the first one together. So we have 3/8 of a tank is filled with water. So 3/8, guys, that means our circle needs how many parts? 8, correct, Pakbong. 2, 4, 6, 8. Now, how many parts of our tank is filled with water? 3. So we call it in how many parts? 1, 2, 3. 3/8. So the next part of our word problem, what does it say? Later on, another 6/8 of water is added to the tank. 6/8. So that means we have to fill in another 6 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We only have 5 parts remaining. What does that mean, guys? What do we need? We need another circle because we haven't got enough for 6/8. So we can call it in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But we need one more part for 6. So our circle divides into 8, and we need one more part. You see, 3/8 plus 6/8. What's 3 plus 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So now we have 1 and 1/8. 1 whole tank and 1/8 of the second tank. This one. This one is subtraction. So 8/10 of chicken, where he buys 2/10 less of fish. So 8/10 minus 2/10. How much fish did he buy? Correct. Because he buys 2/10 less fish than he did chicken. So 8/10 of chicken and then 2/10 less of fish will be 6/10 of fish. Welcome back to class. We hope your students enjoyed the worksheet activity where they had to read each of the word problems with fractions. and then identified the correct fractions for calculation and answered them in the spaces provided. My students here all did a fantastic job, so very well done, guys. And that's all we've got time for today's lesson. We hope you've enjoyed it and now understand more about how to correctly answer word problems with fractions. And we'll see you again soon for the next lesson. So can we turn to wave and say goodbye, guys? Goodbye. Bye-bye. See you again soon.